Dante's Discussion.
Welcome back to another edition of Dante's Discussion Questions. That's right, where I ask you the question to answer below to put it in the answers portion of the video. This is, of course, pertaining to Dark Souls 3 because that's what I am all about right now, all right? And the question is, would Dark Souls 3 benefit from attack cancellations? Now, before you answer, before you say 100% yes, Dante, of course it would. Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Let me give you my 2 cents. It's weird. Generally, I like to have an opinion in sort of one set in stone. This one is a little bit different for me, personally. In this instance of should Dark Souls 3 have attack cancellations, this is like attack cancellation into a backstep or into a roll or, you know, whatever. A run attack cancellation type deal. You know, what Dark Souls 2 basically had that they don't have in Dark Souls 3. My issue with this is I'm fine with either. One inevitably gives you more options, right? Attack cancellations, you get a few more options. You can be a little bit more tricksy in certain things. Or the other option is they take it away and you're stuck with the same stuff, but it's sort of more of a mental game in a sense. And which one would I prefer? I almost think if they would put attack cancellations, it should only be for ultra great weapons. Personally, that's what I would think if they allow for that. Because sometimes when you're in that animation as an ultra great weapon wielder, you're probably going to get backstabbed because it's so slow a lot of times. Unless they swung to and then you can hyper armor through it, but usually if you're a good player, you're not going to do that unless you're me, who's stupid, aggressive, and dumb, and dumb, and dumb, and dumb, and dumb. So that's what I pose. I pose a sort of mid-game, but that's not what I want from you. I want from you one side or the other. My opinion is that I really do think they should only do it for ultra great weapons, but they shouldn't include it in Dark Souls 3, except for maybe ultra grades. And that's sort of as far as I would go, but I sort of like it not being included, and part of the reason why I like it is it keeps it in a sort of simplistic fighting way. And you might be like, well, that's simple. That's a One thing I like, there's this game called Dive Kick, and it's a fighting game, and there's 2 things you can do. You can dive and you can kick. You can dive, you can kick. You can jump, you can dive. You can kick, you can jump. There's 2 things you can do in the game. That's how you fight, but it's much more complex than that mentally. You know, there's a sort of intangible the game cannot provide for you that sort of makes it a strange, complex type of game in its simplistic form, you know? And that's sort of how I've always played Dark Souls anyway, is I've tried to outmaneuver, out-mentally play my opponents. I'm not the flashiest. I'm not the best. I really don't parry often. My character doesn't do that much damage. I don't take that much damage. I usually just try to hit people more, hit often, and try not to get parried and get dead. You know, that's usually how I like to play. But a lot of it is a mental game. A lot of it is, can I get this extra hit, or will they try to go for the parry? How long should I hold this attack, or will I get parried? Or will they roll away? Or can I get a roll punish? Or will they even try to do this? I love the mental game. The mental game is one of my favorite parts of really any online multiplayer type of game, any competition. Something I love. It's something that the game doesn't provide, but you sort of create it inside the game yourself in your mind against other people. If any of that makes sense, I hope it does. But that's what I'm saying. It's sort of complex in its simplicity. However, of course, I can see the other side. You want the everybody to be able to roll cancel, or not roll cancel, attack cancel into rolls or backsteps or whatever. I actually think in some instances that would be absolutely awful. And I can only really think of a few that are awful, but just think about the people who use the Karthus blood ring. Just that in itself makes me not want it at all. Just the blood ring, people just attack canceling forever and never getting hit and just being so annoying, and I don't even want to think about it. It's already annoying enough. And just people doing that and be like, oh, I can attack cancel now. And let me do attack backstep. All this stuff. Oh, man. Ugh. I don't even want to deal with that. But I can definitely see for the Trixie, there's definitely some people who utilize that well in Dark Souls 2. You know, weird backstep type deals and like backstep into backstab into like weird hitting people. And it was pretty cool in some instances. I didn't really see anybody utilize it so well to where it was like if they didn't do it, they were going to lose, you know, but I have seen it utilized to where you can maybe get a Trixie hit off 1 or 2 times. And that's a lot of times with good players, that's enough. That's all you need to win. That 1 or 2 hits. So, again, I pose my question. Would you like attack cancellations in Dark Souls 3? Or would you like it to stay the same, no attack cancellations? At least, as far as I know, there might be, I thought I heard, somebody said there's like, is there like a faith spell or something cancellation? I forgot exactly. There might be that, but let's just talk about strictly weapons, you know, swords, whatever you want to call it, hammers, anything. Attack cancellations with those, should it be in Dark Souls 3? Should it be abundant? Or should they stay the same and sort of allow for the mental complexity to take over? You decide. Put it in the comments below. I'll feature you in the answers portion of this, well, the next video, next week. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think, of course. And I will be back.